Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope we're all enjoyed the week that we've just been through. Obviously heading into the weekend, beautiful weekend. Obviously no football, which is a bit of a shame, but plenty of stories and rumours to keep you interested over the coming days. Obviously I know with the whole Vicario situation, he's doing his medical and that looks like it's a deal that's going to be sorted pretty soon. We're looking sort of what's going to be happening next. You know, is it a centre-back? Is it an attacking midfielder? Is it a bit of both? Which one comes first? Chicken or the egg? All that sort of jazz. I'm going to start really, because I think when we look at our attacking midfielder, we kind of have the idea it's James Maddison. And when we look at the sources that we've had, you know, come out even today alone, Fabrizio Romano's talking about Spurs are pushing for James Maddison. You know, the next transfer priorities are James Maddison and a new centre-back. So you can kind of see the attacking midfielder will be James Maddison. When we look at the centre-back position is a position of, I think, our biggest weakness. I think we have a good centre-back in Cristian Romero, but we don't have anything or anyone to be alongside him. So we're looking at someone that I think potentially could be the guy that plays alongside him, okay? And he's a Burkina Faso international, Edmond Tapsoba, the Leverkusen centre-back. So this came out from, actually Simon Jones in the Mail, but also Fabrizio Romano himself. He says Tapsoba is keen on a move to Tottenham, with Tottenham starting concrete contacts, nothing advanced yet. He also continued on to say, on top of the concrete contacts, nearly mullered that, he's on the list. He's been on the list for a very long time, and Spurs are now exploring conditions of the deal on both player and Bayer Leverkusen side. Pardon me, nothing advanced yet. Tapsoba is keen on the move. Simon Jones said that, you know, is a player that we've admired for some time. He's eager to join Spurs, and it seems likely that a deal will happen once an official approach is made. So normally when you think of the transfer deals that happen in the world of football, you have to gauge it with the player first to kind of see, look, would you be keen if we could actually get you away from a bid? Would you be interested? Then you sort out the contracts and then you deal with the club. That's normally how it kind of works nowadays. It never used to be like that, but now it is. So, obviously got the green light ahead from Tapsoba. Leverkusen probably are going to be willing to deal at a certain price. What that price might be, I'm not too sure as much. Looking at some of his stats, really, for the season. Just an FYI, Tapsoba is 24, so I think of Soccer M when I'm just about to scream great age, but you know what I mean? He's not even hit his prime yet. He's not even at the start of his prime. He's still got a little way to go. He's already played 137 times in the Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. He played in 47 games in all competitions this year. So he's played a lot of football already in the Bundesliga, a good, solid level of game and a good, solid level of a league. He would absolutely be right for us. You know, very physical, very athletic centre-back as well. But I think he doesn't... One thing I would say is he may have had 7 bookings across all competitions. At least he's not Romero, at least, which is something. He, having that physicality, that ability to run toe-to-toe with a quick striker, that ability to play out from the back, which is a big thing, which obviously in a Postecoglou's system with Vicario being able to play out from the back, Romero being able to play out from the back, Porro, Udogie, needing that other centre-half to be able to play out from the back. It does look like Tapsoba would be that kind of guy. And again, like I always go back to my old question. Does he make us better? Yes. Does he make us substantially better? Yes. That's the way I look at it. So this is a deal that we should be looking at. Which, you know, do you know what? Fair play. It's a deal that he has been on the list a little while. Did I expect us to go for him? No. Am I happy we are? Yes. I have seen Leverkusen play. Unlike Vicario, I actually have seen Leverkusen play. They've been in Europe. I have watched them. And I've always thought, you know, him, Hincapie, Indica, I thought they're a good centre-back sort of tandems there at Leverkusen. They've actually, it's one of the weirdest parts of their team. They're so strong there. Actually, across the back line, they're so strong. Obviously, you've got Frimpong at right wing-back, who's an absolute baller as well. So, absolutely something we should be moving for. And we are moving for, which is lovely sort of to see. You know, just to sort of that quick update on Maddison, yeah, we seem to be in pole position completely. There seems to be some FFP issues with financial fair play because obviously Newcastle signing Tonali, which is, I think, 70 million euros. It's all about you spend what you make, and obviously I know the Saudis come in, they've not really had a chance to build the brand of Newcastle too much, so they're still a little bit behind in that regard. They were touted in the Athletic say that St. Maximin would need to be sold for them to go for Maddison or a Soboslai from Leipzig. Now, I like St. Maximin, but I'm not going to fund Newcastle's move for Maddison by getting St. Maximin, which I kind of think Chelsea have sort of done. They've sold Havertz to Arsenal to allow themselves to go and get Caicedo. So I think we should be looking at not helping them to get rid of St. Maximin to allow them to go in for Maddison. We should be looking at Maddison. And then if St. Maximin was on the table, maybe. I know we've been linked in the past. I'm not saying we're going to get him. I don't think we are. But you sort of see what I mean about that whole sort yourself out before you sort another rival out, if you know what I mean, right? So it looks like Tapsoba and Maddison will be sort of those attacking midfielder and the centre-back options. One that came out, I think it was a couple of days ago, and I didn't really report on it at the time. I wanted to dwell on it a little bit. I found it very interesting. And he's a former PSG player, if you ever were on social media for sort of the last sort of 2, 3, 4 years, that wonder kid, Xavi Simons, who went from Barcelona to PSG, didn't really hit it off at PSG. He's gone to PSV, not PSG, PSV, and had a really good season in the Eredivisie. PSG, I believe, have a buyback clause. I think it's of €6 million between July 1st and July 31st. But it's not something that they activate and he comes back. It's something that Xavi Simons actually apparently has to sign off on. You know, look, am I going to play? Are you going to guarantee me game time? How are you going to do that? What are we going to do? Blah, blah, blah. There are, obviously, not unsurprisingly, a long list of clubs that are interested, and Spurs are one of them. And Fabrizio Romano said that Spurs have been asked him to be informed of the situation of Xavi Simons. I'm not going to say we're going to get him. Not at all. I'd be interested to know what his value is. Obviously, I know PSG will have it for €6 million. The rest of the teams that are going to be interested aren't going to be paying €6 million. They'll be paying 4 or 5 times that, right? At least. My guess, 30 million to 35 million. Very young player, very talented player, gives us creativity, gives us really a really exciting player. We talk about Alex Scott in the Bristol City situation, but Xavi Simons absolutely can give us great ability. You know, European football he's already had. He's already played in 2 decent leagues in Ligue 1 and obviously at the Eredivisie, and was in the team of the season for the Eredivisie. So very good player. A little bit of bad news, and this was more of a pipe dream, so I'm not really sort of bummed about it. But Aymeric Laporte apparently to Spurs not happening. So just an FYI, I just wanted to end it on there. Kind of feels like a bummer, but you know, Tapsoba and Maddison are definitely 2 players that we should be excited about. So anyway, guys, that is sort of the end of the video. Just a really quick one heading into the weekend. I've got a busy weekend, so unfortunately videos won't happen as such. I hope you all enjoy your weekend and look after yourselves. But more importantly, let me know about the Maddison and Tapsoba situation. If you said, look, they're our next 2, be it Maddison, Tapsoba and Maddison, however it may look. If those are our next 2 signings behind Vicario, would you be happy with that? Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Obviously, comment about those 2 players and how they might look to be the next 2 men in. Subscribe if you are new. We've had a bit of another little boom, which is always happy. I'm always happy to see, and I'm always excited to have more people join us. And hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.